Milu is here. So is Appy. Milu, Appy's here. Blow needs an invite. Online. Jens. Hump's on his way. I'll be there. Let me shoot the wheel. Hello everyone. I am beginning to welcome you all in now. We will get a proper introduction done once we are well and truly underway, but for now we're just going to wait for the whole lobby to be filled and then we'll get going. We are currently waiting on, someone else just joined, we're waiting on Jens and Blow. Who is online. Blow, if you can jump into the Red Bull, let me give him a little message. At Blow, Red Bull, please bud. We're going to double check if the announcement's gone out from the stream. It's not. We are live though, I believe. Good day, MJB. Good day, good day. Can you just let me know if you can see the actual stream? Because on my screen, oh no, it is there. It is there. Don't worry. I also believe that today there should be an overlay in the bottom left if you're on a computer. So if you're on computer today, you might see a little CLR thing on the bottom left hand side of your screen. Not 100% sure. If you're on phone you won't, but if you're on computer you might see that. So if anyone's on computer, let me know if you can see that. Jens, I need you in this lobby ASAP, please. No, you can't. No worries guys. We're just trying some new things out, you know. Jens, are you online? Are you online, Jens? You're not online. Get a move on, Jens. Get a wiggle on. As the announcement is now out in CLR. We are currently just filling, and then we're going to get underway, like I say. Jens, get a wiggle on, buddy. Alright, we're going to have to get underway. I'm afraid. At CLR Thursday. Ready up. Let's go. So, I'm going to do an introduction, and we will get underway. So then, let me just get my phone to work. It's not going to work now. There we go. Right. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to Charging League Racing. My name is GingerNut1007, better known as Cal, also an ex-Thursday tier driver, current Friday tier driver, long-term CLR member, you know, the ones that people love me for. Anyway, that's enough of the spotlight being on me for today, as it is now time for the 4,700 spotlights of the Yas Marina circuit for round 2 of season 4 in Charging League Racing here today. Making its debut in 2009, the iconic venue stretches 5.281 kilometres and is famed for its stunning backdrop and a technical layout that rewards a mastery of a medium speed cornering as we are getting underway. Drivers will tackle 29 laps around this challenging circuit today, where strategy is a key to success, as always, as Hump's lesson session. With a pit lane time loss of approximately 21 seconds, teams must carefully weigh the benefits of a one-stop versus the two-stop approach, so we could possibly see that two-stop approach today. Time management and adaptability will be a crucial part in navigating today's dynamic race. Abu Dhabi has only hosted one CLR race back in Season 1's Thursday competition. On that occasion, former driver Evan scored a memorable victory to win the championship in Season 1, leaving a long-lasting legacy on this unique circuit. Now, as the Yas Marina returns to the calendar for its critical early season return, who will rise to the occasion to claim glory under the desert lights? The championship battle begins to get underway once again. Round 2 promises to deliver an exciting, drama-filled and intense competition, as I have timed that absolutely to perfection, and we are getting on the way now for round 2. So let's get a map on. We'll get some lap delta. The telemetry will keep off. And we're going to put this to off and we'll get it to leader, shall we? So, we are now waiting for the first driver to come out. So, who will be the first one? Normally, we don't really have a normally. It's normally pretty random. So, to me, it looks like that is a Mercedes and a Ferrari and also a McLaren getting going. That McLaren is that Boomba. That is Boomba. Boomba will be the first one out on track for today's qualifying session. 18 minutes today. We're already 50 seconds in, so the time is already beginning to eat away. We're going to load up Twitch, and I'm going to get going. So Jens is in the lobby. Jens is here. How beautiful. You are beautiful, Jens. But we are looking at a Boomba in that lovely papaya orange McLaren. No, not right now. Just go away. So, this is the lovely McLaren, and it is driven. It is driven by the lovely Boomba 2115. The Polish man, has he won a CLR race before? Ooh, we're going to reveal you now, Boomba, I'm afraid. Have you ever won a CLR race before? Not in Thursday tier. Let's have a quick look towards Friday tier. Because you did pretty well last season, didn't you? He hasn't. Ooh, Boomba. You've never won a race before, buddy. So, Boomba's going to be looking for a first ever race win in CLR. Will he be able to do it today? You know, it's Boomba. Anything can happen. He will either be in the wall lap 1, or I think he'll be on the podium, I would say. I think Boomba will either be on a podium or in a wall on lap 1, I would say. So, he will begin to start his lap now, coming around the end of Sector 3. And next across the line behind him will be Psycho Lemmy. So Psycho Lemmy was a reserve last time around. Can't remember what car he was in exactly. But right now he's in the beautiful Scarlet Red Ferrari alongside Camilo, a very, very feisty lineup. We will see these two, if not winning, definitely dominating this field today and for the future of this season. Or will we see them fundle? That's always a possibility. As now, Lemmy, who will probably have quite a bit of traffic coming through Sector 1 of the Kick Sauber and also his teammates. So we're going to ride on board with him here, as it's very, very loud. As I don't know about you people on the stream, but for me it's loud, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit. But there is his teammate, and he's going to get an absolutely a gorgeous tow down Sector 2 here. There, his teammate's right in front of him. Oh, Lemmy is a very lucky man there. Working very well with his teammate, heading down towards turn 6 and 7. But the Kick Sauber might not be as friendly, as I think that is SET Raceborough ahead of him. So will we see him holding up a little bit? Or is he going to give Lemmy another tow? Lemmy is going to be absolutely smiling his face off on this car, going, hold on, I've just got a double tow. So will we see Lemmy setting one of the fastest lap times of the session over the entire 18 minutes in the first, 3 minutes? No, we will not, because Lemmy has fumbled and he has invalidated his lap into turn 10 there. I think it was before turn 10. It was that long sweeping turn of 9, which we will quickly look at by riding on a board with Bubba. So this is turn 9 we're currently going through, and this is still turn 9. It's a really long bend, and then we go into turn 10, which is little nick here. Turn 11 is the next nick, and then 12 and 12 is what Baba's just hit that apex off, or he slightly missed. So that is your corner time numbers for the final bit of the track. But Boomba, first across the line, first set of purple lap time. He has sent the benchmark for everyone else. Paddy Power in the Mercedes, a lovely man, has just gone P2, 6 tenths off the pace. He'll be looking to improve. Next across the line is one of the Aston Martins. It's not Skull, who's currently away at the moment. He will be back, trust me. And that's not MJB. Who is it? Is it a Red Bull? I think it's a Red Bull, and I think it's a Blow. It is a Blow. So Blow will be the next across the line. The two friends, the two former teammates of Friday tier last year, is going to be probably trying to beat his former teammate, going up towards P2, 5 tenths of the pace. And the sister team in the V-Carb goes P2. And then the other our Red Bull goes P6, as Dino Stan and the Haas goes P3, beating both Red Bulls. So the sister team of the Red Bull actually is ahead at the moment. Will Baba also continue that? Let's have a quick look-see. So where is Baba at the moment? Baba is just going through Sector 2, but we're going to change our direction to the other Haas before Dino Stan. It's now Nivi. Nivi doing a 1:23 flat nearly. Very, very close to a flat. And that is beaten Boomba by just over 2 tenths. So he's on the pace. Raceborough in that beautifully green Kicks Alba chucks his car into P4. We've then got a Ferrari, which I believe will be Lemmy doing another lap. No, Lemmy's invalidated. That was Camilo. 6 tenths off the pace. Not like Camilo. Not very often off the pace, but he is 6 tenths off. He'll be looking for improvement. Have I missed anyone yet? Max Tears come across the line. So is Enelor. P9 and 10. About a second off the pace for both of them. Bubba, like I said, very quick driver. He has chucked his car into P3. I don't know if Bubba's, like, you know, #1 fan is in chat. It's something like, what's it, what, Wallaby? I'm sorry, if you're in chat who Bubba's #1 fan, I apologise. But, as I've quickly been tagged in Discord, so I will just double check. Humph needs an invite. I will sort that out for you, Humph, obvious course. Where is he? There he is. Cool. Yep, don't want him to miss out on qualifying, so we're going to get back going again. Oh, we've missed that because it was inviting Humph, but MJB is just toppled Nivy. Just nearly 4 tenths beating him by, so that's a good lap from MJB. He'll be happy with that. Last round winner. So, leading championship, obviously, first race. I'm Jen's #1 fan. Jen says Jen's is #1 fan. Jen's is #1 fan. That's a tongue twister. I say that fast multiple times. But MJB, he is currently the championship leader. Obviously, winning last race puts him at the top, as there's a little bit of kerfuffle behind MJB between that Alpine and Red Bull, if they're just waving to each other. I think that's of Jens and is it Appy? It is Appy. So they're just having a little wave to each other. Maybe they're friends. As someone else has got a high, and that's Reg in P6, who's now currently trundling down the straight. Who was that that just chucked it into a new position? That's the other Ferrari of Lemmy. So Lemmy, P10, a second off the pace. He'll be looking for improvements. Next across the line, I believe, is the V-carb of Bubba. So Bubba will be going for another lap by the looks of it. Done a cool-down lap after his first lap. Goes again. His teammate, 20, Ricciardo, in the other V-carb. Coming around turn 14, up towards turn 15, and then to the final turn of 16, as he is heading towards now, jumps into the pit lane, so he won't be doing another lap. Next across the line, MJB jumping into the pit lane as well. We have then got one of the Alpines of Jenny Boy. So the Great Dane of CLR is starting his first lap time. Will he make it round without invalidating? He makes it through turn 1 successfully. Towards turn 2, very nice stuff. Hits the turn 3 apex without spinning. I have done that before in FSRL, while all partner league through turn 4. He's made it through purple sector 1 according to the track map, into the hairpin of turn 5. He's now got a bit pedal to the metal and fly down this very long straight. Takes up quite a lot of kilometres of this straight, about a kilometre long. So he's flying down, foot to the floor, coming towards turn 6. Brake as hard as you can, as late as you can, and as brave as you can, and Jens does it absolutely perfectly. Shifting down the gears, nice little short shift, up through turn 6, 7, and now 8. This is little Nick in this straight. Now we're flying towards the long sweeping turn of turn 9. Quite a hard turn to get correct, and he's got a purple sector 2 according to the track map. Keeps it nice, bobbling along, a lot of porpoising. Is he going to take the outside curve? No, he thinks better of it. So we're going to head towards a tight turn of 10, now 11, in towards turn 12. Is he going to take the apex? Very nice from the Jenny boy there. Turn 13, now turn 14, taking the curbs to absolute perfection. Even there, pushing the limits to the absolute limit. He gets turn 15. Very well done there, into turn 16. Takes the inside line, ends the outside. Use a bit of battery, and that is... Oh, Jen's setting a lap time there. We'll chuck in P2. Jen, I'm going to butcher his surname. Jordan Hall, once again, has put his car, a qualifying merchant, up to P2. 3 tenths off the pace. It was a good lap. I have to say that was a good lap. We'll quickly double check Discord to make sure. Nope, I think Hump's okay. I'm not sure if he's back. I will send him another invite just in case, because I don't want him to miss out on qualifying, because Hump is a crucial qualifier normally up there, and I can't even see him. Can't see him. So we'll see. We'll see if he comes back. But Jens will be happy with that qualifying lap, up in P2. George Gamer, the teammate of Reggie, goes up to P4. We missed that whilst we were watching Jens, sorry. Who else have we missed? I think everyone else below, down near the bottom of the grid. So that's not like him. Obviously, not our normal Thursday tier driver. He's a Friday tier driver. So you might be going, who is this person? Or you might be going, oh, below, my absolute favourite driver in the world. Well, he is racing Thursday tier today. As a reserve, stepping in for Domi, who has missed a second race. Who is below, just avoiding the V-carb on turn 1. going for probably one of his more push laps. First one being a banker. Max Tier. Let's jump over to him, as there is, I believe, Kuba in the chat redeeming a race car emoji. So that is one of our CLR emojis. Max Tier on an out lap. He's currently down in P16, 1.5 seconds off of the pace, and currently doing a Lewis Hamilton and cutting the chicane. So he'll be looking to improve as well. Skull is going to miss qualifying, and Humph, I believe, will also miss qualifying because he still isn't here. Next this is your boy Hobnob. You might know your boy Hobnob. He might have a different name today. This is SNRS Captain, but in the car it is your boy Hobnob. He's just driving under a different name as his teammate. Topples him and goes P2. Boomba, I said he'll either turn up in a wall turn 1 or he'll be on a podium position, and he has proven my point very, very well, setting his car into P2. So we're going to go back to your boy Hobnob, who's in P3. 3 tenths off the pace. Very impressive. And Nivi, who was provisionally P1, dropped down a little bit, is now back up to provisional P2. So he'll be happy with that lap, as the next car across the line will be the Red Bull of below, and he puts that Red Bull up to P10. His teammate, Furious Appy, down 2.5 seconds off the pace, starts another lap. And there's a V car behind him, also starting another lap, and a Ferrari of Camille who jumps out of the way right off the track. In the chat, we have Jen saying Callum, and we also have someone who needs to be banned. 2 seconds. There we go. Perfect. Moving on. MJB says never going out that late again. Yeah, I think there was a lot of traffic there for MJB, so he's complaining about the traffic. Yeah, nice one getting kicked out. Not sure who that was, Jens, but that was inappropriate, and we don't want that. We are family friendly, just for the baby Jens in this group. Dino Stan, another one of our youngsters in the hash car, the teammate of Nivi, chucked it up to P8, so he'll be happy with that. An actual professional go-kart driver in Dutchland, in the Netherlands. He is a professional go-kart driver and a very good Formula 1 sim racer, putting his car to P8, so he'll be very happy with that. We have a Ferrari of Camilo. That's not Camilo, it's Lemmy, who's going very slowly out of the pit lane, just trying to get out of the way of the Alpine of a Jens who's... No, that's Max Tier, actually. That is Max Tier, who has improved. 2/10 improvement on his previous lap time. Doesn't chuck him up any more positions, though, but he has closed up on the pack ahead. He's actually only, roughly, 5/10 off of P9, so he is not actually that far off, but he'll definitely be looking for an improvement. The guy who wrote the whole blah blah. Yeah, I know, Jens. I know who it is. Moving on. We are going to look at someone we haven't looked at yet. Enelor. We haven't looked at you for an Enelor, have we? So, you are from... I said it wrong last time, and I don't want to say it wrong again. I think you're from Norway. I believe you're from Norway, Enelor. Oh, Enelor, I'm going to butcher your name as well. But Enelor, from Norway, she has put that kickstart up to P8 with her teammate down in P13. So, Enelor, 6 steps off the pace. She'll be going, getting this car ready to go again. And yes, I know she's Norwegian, Jen. Thank you again. Thank you for the confirmation. I also need my weatherman, Jens. Can you confirm that it will be a dry race? If it's a wet race, then, you know, more for you guys, because rain is horrible. But we are going to get ready for the final laps. For now, we have Appy setting his first... Oh no, he's actually 8 seconds off the pace. Who's on a competitive lap time? Is Camilo? No, Camilo's not. I'm going to quickly get rid of my party overlay because I can't see anything because it's covering my screen. Who is going on a quick lap? There must be someone. Who is that on a quick lap? As everyone is actually leaving the pit lane. That's Bubba on an out lap. So everyone leaving the pit lane now, with 3.5 minutes left of this session, might give Bubba a bit of traffic. The first one out does seem to be Paddy Power. Paddy Power is the first one out. Jen saying don't call me 12 is, and he's listening to Bon Jovi. Very good, man, listening to Bon Jovi. Very, very good singers they are. Bon Jovi. Love a bit of Bon Jovi. Anyway, we're racing, not talking about Bon Jovi, Jen, I'm afraid. We can talk about Bon Jovi after the race, okay? Bon Jovi is very good and it deserves to be spoken about, but not right now. As a Ferrari is like battling like it's the championship decider at the moment. Obviously, the friends of Lemmy and Camilo are going hammer and tong. It looks like Lemmy's on a hot lap, actually, as he goes 5 tenths up. Currently a second off the pace. 5 tenths up is a very impressive time, actually. As I stop to breathe, Lemmy is coming through. That is going to be turn 11, now 12, and towards turn 13. Little bit of a lock-up there. Lock-up Merchant Lemmy. Nearly invalidates in turn 14 there, but he does manage it. And he manages it again through the exit of turn 14. Turn 15. Does he push the limits? Of course he does. It's Lemmy. Of course he'll push the limits. Towards turn 16. Final turn. This is now in towards the straight. And Lemmy. Pole position. Provisional pole position for Driftmaster. Look up. Every Lemmy you could think of. He is the man. Lemmy. P1. Provisionally. 6 thousandths ahead of MJB. Who, quite nicely, is jumping out the pit lane now, side by side with Lemmy and an Alpine, obviously, and of course that will be Jens, because actually no, it's Max here. Jens is actually out of trouble for once, so good for you, Jens. I'm glad. I cannot speak. My mouth is gone. Maybe because I'm speaking about Jens, I'm getting a bit nervous. I am a bit shy and nervous when I'm speaking about Jens, as we are on a board, quite a scary camera angle of the front wing of Nivi, number 99. The man from North London on an outlap, looking for a pole position here today, 100%. Didn't get it last race round, he'll be looking for it again this time. So will your boy Hobnob, probably the top, I would say 10, will be looking for pole position here today. I think a lot of them are in contention by the looks of it. I know it looks quite a big spacing, but I do think those names, even some of the bottom names, who's really quick drivers, are still in it. As Skull, the man who said he won't compete in qualifying, is now competing in qualifying. Good to have you here, Skull. Very happy to see you getting a quali lap in. First lap of his, time. It's been a while since we've seen Skull. Future dads, future current uncle. I don't know what else to say about him, but he's a lovely man. But he is getting ready for his one and only qualifying lap and his one and only practice lap before the race starts. So, as he invalidates nearly, but he gets across the line and he is on the way. Next, we have a McLaren of your boy Hobnob, who blows so he's invalidated. So Hobnob's race is over. That race is over. Sorry, that's not your race. That's qualifying over. Next, we have Enelor, who I believe starting a lap. Sorry. And then we have the William duo of George Gamer and Reg. We're going to ride on board with Reg, who has had a gorgeous tow through the first and second DRS straight. Now we're heading in towards the final section. Turn 12, 13, 14. Reg is taking it carefully. A little bit of oversteer there, though. Into turn 14, he's struggling. As the camera's on him, he's beginning to make some mistakes. In towards turn 15, takes it nice and wide. Towards turn 16, hits the apex really well. His teammate, P8, goes up to P3. Good lap. And then Reg takes the P8 off of George, and he does a very good lap. So the Williams duo, very high up. They'll be happy with that. Next across the line is a McLaren. That was a Boomba who doesn't improve. We then have a Haas. First one will be Nivi. He isn't currently improving. Did he improve through Sector 3? Let's find out. He does. Improves by 2 tenths. 3 thousandths of a pole. MJB, 6 thousandths of a pole. MJB is the second across the line. Before him, we have Dino-san, who boxes. MJB. Does MJB improve? He does! And he improves by 2 tenths, which puts him on provisional pole for now. Then we had an Alpine. That was a maxed here. Doesn't improve too much. Then we had a couple of others. That was another Alpine of Jens, who goes up to P5 for 1 tenth improvement. We then have Racebrower. P5 takes off Jens. And that is a very good improvement of Racebrower. Hump comes across the line, doesn't set a lap. We have a Red Bull boxing. And then we have Enelor, Racebrower's teammate. She's improving. And she goes 1 tenth improvement, but doesn't give it a track improvement. Then the final car we have is your boy Hobnob, who has invalidated his lap. So, that is qualifying over for today's session. That is MJB, your current championship leader after round 1, back on pole position. MJB in that lovely green Aston Martin, pole position. We then have a Cycle Lemmy returning after a 1 race break, and then to round off the top 3, we have Nivi. So, we're being tagged in Discord just one more time. Is that Hump? Blow needs an invite. I will sort that out for you, Blow, once we're moving, because I can't do it at the moment. But for now, I'm going to chuck a quick 60-second advert on. There we go. If you haven't got the advert, I will keep on talking, because we need it. For now, I'm going to quickly message a Blow we'll do once. Once it allows me on result screen. Okay, so then we are getting ready for the formation lap of round 2 on CLR to get underway currently. We have a bit of time to get the drivers to get their setups ready, actually no, they can't change their setups, there's only a couple of minor tweaks they can have, mainly the front wing, tyre temps, and that's about it. So, they can change their tyres. Hello. We have their tyres they can change, and we also have the fuel. So, will we see anything happening today? We'll see. I think Jens will be going for a medium hard. Maybe. Would he be going for medium hard? Jens, what are you going for, Jens? You're the one in chat that's active at the moment. What are you going to go for? Medium hard? Or are you going to you're not going to give away your cunning plan? Or are you going to go for a 2-stop? Will we see the 2-stop today? But we're going to have a look now as we are going to formation app. So this is your formation app. I'm sorting myself out as we can now see all of the drivers' tyres. Jens is saying he's going for medium hard. I think that's the right thing to do, Jens. I think medium hard is the way to go. But the man who doesn't think that is Max Tears. I'm going to quickly remind myself to invite Below back. There we go. The person that is meant to be coming back is Blow. I don't know where he is at the moment. Scanning screen. He's in P15, and obviously I believe he'll be an AI because he isn't actually here. Or he does look he's here, actually. Yeah, Blow is here. Perfect. So, Max Tier, who I was trying to talk about, is on the hard compounder tyres in the Alpine. I will mute you. Thank you, Jens. Yeah, Max Tier is on the Alpine as Blow crashes. That is behind Max Tier, and both of them are disqualified there. And I am not surprised, because on this game, any form of contact in formation lap does disqualify you. So, Max Tier, the one driver on hard, is going to be on extremely cool tyres. They're going to feel like an absolute ice block when he gets underway, and his off-board camera is just a piece of tarp. So that doesn't look great. We're going to move on from that, and we're going to get ready with MJB here. MJB is the man who is about to get us underway on towards round 2 on the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So Jens is talking with the boss. The boss has just been crashed out. Humph will be the last driver who seems to not actually be in the lobby. So I'm going to give him one more invite. Doesn't seem to be online. So I'm going to quickly just run through here. See if I can find him in the depths of my friends list. Nope. Have I gone past him? Sorry, 2 seconds. 2 secondos. I'll find him. I'm sorry, I can't find you. You need to come online. Right, Reg did not make it through his formation app, but we're going to get to 5 red lights now. So, no we're not. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, lights? There we go. So, as we go to 5 red lights now, they ignite the silence for the 2nd time. Now is pure adrenaline as all our drivers go towards turn 1. Lemmy with a good start, MJB with the better start. Nivi on the outside, he has George game up his inside. There's a lot of free wide there as that is Boomba set, and whoa, that was Boomba on top of the car of Race Bros. They're now inside of each other. That is very close racing. I don't know how that happened, but I don't know if there'll be a report on that, as Race Bros quite literally had a car on top of him, of Boomba. That looks like George Gamer keeping ahead of the both of them as it moves up and down the fields. We're going to quickly put this to position change, with Below making a good amount of positions up from the start. And it looks like Reg has had an instant off the start, with Jens dropping down past Boomba, who quite literally jumped over the sail bar of Race Bro. That looks like Hobnob going with a battle on Jens, trying to make a move on the exit. Well, I believe turn 8, and he does make it. So very well moved there. That was on the chicane he made that. So good racing up and down the field as Max Tier's just been overtaken by Furious Appy on those cold hards there. And he's now going to get done by Skull. So those hard tyres not working for Max Tier at the moment. So he's had a very poor start. 20, Ricciardo in the V-Carb, a very poor start, and is currently 15 seconds off the pace. Nivi getting up a couple of positions. Oh no, he started P3. Nivi did start P3. Sorry, Nivi. I knew that actually. But top 5 does not change. But Jens has dropped past behind both of the McLarens. And Blow gets a very good position. Very up 6 positions. So he'll be happy with that. Camilo as well. And Skull all gaining quite a lot of positions. And Furious Appy as well. So the man from the Netherlands, we haven't seen him very frequently getting up and towards point positions, but today might be his first attempts for getting a good point scoring position, as Reg retires from the session in the pit lane, so he must have had some serious damage that has forced him to retire in the pit lane, as we are now going to go and watch on board with Boomba, who is currently right on the back of Set Racebrower, as our top 11 are covered by 1 second. Well, between each other, because I'd be crazy. But now Lemmy getting done by Nivi there. Lemmy right on the outside of turn 6, in towards turn 7. Nivi has made that position stick. Will Nivi now be looking for a move through turn 8 onto this straight? With DRS, a little bit of battery, it will be possible as we go off board of the Haas and the Aston Martin. Nivi does look towards the inside. MJB breaks data though, and that will keep MJB ahead for another lap here. We're now going to watch back through the field. It looks quite stationary at the moment, as they are all taking turn 9 very, very flat out at the moment. When the tyres get a bit more worn, we won't see them going flat out. We might see mistakes kicking in, but I did say at the very start of this stream, Boomba, he'll either crash out lap 1 or he will be on the podium, and I stick by that. He is still in this race and he will be on the podium, I believe, but we will see. We have another 26 laps to go of this 29 lap race, and anything can happen, as Blow, a very good start to his race, has now gone very, very bad. Tables have turned for Blow, losing his front wing as we just gone inside of one of the Red Bull mechanics, but front wing being changed and hard tyres put on to that Red Bull. Would he go to the end? Possibly, but tyre wear around here is quite harsh, very hard on the car. But we're now going to go back and watch Nivi through this very long straight, kilometre straight. He's got DRS, he's got battery, he goes to the inside of MJB towards turn 6. He's made it stick before the corners even arrived, and that puts Nivi into the lead. We've seen these two battling before, we're seeing them battling again, as we're now on the front cone of a Scarlet Red Ferrari, looking at the Aston Martin, who's now looking towards a back ahead, or a Nivi who's taken the lead actually, as we've already said that, so I don't know why I'm so surprised, but MJB does stay behind with a little bit of contact. A little nudge from the Aston Martin, nearly getting past Nivi, but it was too late and nearly could have got some damage to his wing. Jens sticking on the back of the McLaren, very close to the McLaren. Is he going to make it past? We will see. He knows he can do it, but he's a very unlucky man, and he wants to be able to stay in this race and without any incident. So he'll try and be careful, but Enelor not being careful and making an absolutely gorgeous move on the boss of Max tier. Very good move from Enelor in that kick Sauber, and she also now gets past Furious Appy for a double overtake in that sector. Enelor making absolute scenes of an overtake with a broken front wing, and I think Max tier also may have a broken front wing as well. Let's have a look when he comes round to turn 1 on his right side. No, he doesn't. Enelor making 2 positions up, going off the track through turn 1. But she has got a broken front wing, so this could impact her towards the end of the race, as they are fighting for the wooden spoon once again, down from P13 to 16, right at the back of the field. We want to look back at the front pack though, as the P1 and P2 are going to switch again. MJB with the lead already by turn 6. We're going to see these two battling side by side, and then always through the corners as Nivi makes a move. No, he doesn't. He keeps away from it. But behind, Set Racebrower has been done by the McLaren of Boomba. Boomba in the McLaren is just done on the kick Sauber of Racebrower. Racebrower might be playing a game though. Racebrower knows what he's doing. He's an experienced driver. He knows what he's up to. We're going to move down the field back to this battle between the 4 of them. Enelor actually has pulled away, so it's down to the 3 of them. Max tier leading this 3-man train, but he will stay ahead into the long sweeping turn of turn 9. We're going to move back to the front pack as we are on board with the helicopter, watching MJB flying through the final sector. We have a train down to P8 as the McLaren of your boy Hobnob has also got past the kick Sauber of Racebrower. So Racebrower has now been done by both McLarens, and he may have the man from the... Where's he from? I'm going to say Jens, I've forgotten. In the moment, he's from it begins with D. Danish. He's Danish. Oh, what is my brain broken for? I'm sorry, Jens. My brain is just fried because there is a lot of action going on here as we're going to look towards Dino Stan, who is currently fending off the Scarlet Red Ferrari of Camilo. He's got a very, very good and feisty driver behind him, so Dino Stan has got a lot to live up to. Up ahead, his teammate of Nivi has been redone by MJB and has Lemmy, the other Scarlet Red Ferrari, behind. But Camilo, riding on board, has already got Dino Stan before turn 6. We've seen this overtake quite a lot now. I think we'll see it pretty much every lap. There'll be someone getting past before turn 6 this race. We're going to go back to CEST race bro in the Scarlet Red. It's not very Scarlet Red. It's fluorescent green kick elbows. I've been tagged in Discord again. Is that someone with an issue? Just to make sure. Doesn't look like it. Humph is with an issue. Humph, do you need an invite? Do you need an invite, Humph? I can invite you if you're appearing online. Can't see you online, Humph, I'm afraid. I'll quickly drop you a message. Let me just show the screen for everyone because people want to see the battling. Can't see you online, bud. But we're going to go back to the battle as Humph is attempting to try and get back in. We'll check next lap to see if he's online. But that is Lemmy making a mistake. And George Gamer is right behind Lemmy now. Lemmy is falling off. Still in DRS. Very far behind Nivi. So George is going to have a big advantage here. Getting the DRS. Will he have enough battery to get past? Will Lemmy, the drift master, who does drift through the hairpin there, keep ahead? We're going to ride on board with George Gamer. Up to 6th gear, 7th gear, now 8th gear. Looks like Lemmy will stick ahead using a bit of battery and still has DRS, so he is okay. The second McLaren of your boy Hobnob, currently named as captain, has fallen off of his teammate and has fallen off of that train as Humph joins back. He's 10 seconds off the field at the moment, but he'll be looking to get back into this race for sure. As Skull jumping past in towards turn 6, past the kick elbow of Enelor, but Enelor will be looking for the position back again with front wing damage as Skull gets a penalty for going wide on the straight there. Enelor with front wing damage going to go back past in towards turn 9. Will we see these two going side by side? It looks like it. Skull on the inside, the kick elbow of Enelor on the outside, side by side still through turn 9. Very good racing. The Alpine of Max Tier trying to get involved. And he does go past. He goes past Skull. He was trying to get past the kick elbow, but now he's been done by the Alpine. So Max Tier, very good move. With front ring damage as well. No, he doesn't. He's on the very horrible hards though, but they look like they're coming into fight now. Up towards the front. Nivi, he's back ahead of MJB. MJB still on his tail though. I don't need a hard commentator. I'm alright, Reg. You can stay in chat though. But MJB in the Haas, not the Haas, in the Aston, the tier, he's battling the man in the Haas, right behind him. He's going to be going for a move, bunch of battery, bunch of DRS, about to come as he goes across the line now, heading towards turn 6. Is he going to make the move before turn 6? As we've seen before, probably, and he is ahead. So we're going to jump back towards P9, and Camilo, there's a yellow flag, that's in the pit lane of below retiring. His race was messed up from the start, but Camilo is trying to go for a move on Dino Stan as they go side by side towards turn 6. He hasn't got it done before turn 6. Dino Stan breaks later. Camilo on the outside has to tuck in behind with Bubba right behind him. Bubba's pushing him through the corner. Dino Stan's now pulled away a little bit. Up ahead, Boomer gets past George, but we're watching this battle of P9 and P10 in the bottom point of the point as Camilo fakes to the left, goes to the right, to the outside, side by side. We can't see them. We're going to go back on board. Tyre banging between these two on lap 7 as he gets pushed wide by Dino Stan. Keeps it on track though, does Camilo in the Scarlet Red Ferrari. Goes in towards now turn 13, now 14. He has a position. Bubba now goes past Dino Stan. Side by side in turn 14, now 15. This is not 4 to 15, this is 14. Now to turn 15. Still side by side of Bubba and Dino Stan. But Bubba is now ahead, so Dino Stan are done by 2 drivers there. That was a lot of action. I'm going to quickly have a sip of water. To move on with the race again, as we have Jordan Hall on the back of the McLaren of your boy Hobnob. Will he be able to get past your boy Hobnob? It looks like he's about to fall out of DRS, and your Jens is right on the back of this papaya McLaren. So we will ride on board with Jens. He has the battery, he has the DRS, so does Hobnob. But it does look like Hobnob will keep ahead for another straight, but he has fallen out of DRS for the next straight. And towards the chicane, Hobnob needs a very good chicane to keep in this DRS. Has he done it? We will find out, and it doesn't look like it. So Hobnob, oh no it does. Hobnob has got DRS, and Jens still has DRS. So Jens won't be able to go for a move yet. He'll stay behind, as MJB is beginning to pull a little bit of a lead now, 9 tenths. in towards sector 3, pushing a second, is now a second. MJB has broken the 1 second margin for DRS, which now means Nivi is vulnerable from behind, and he is vulnerable as Lemmy is right on the tail of that Haas, but he drifts through turn 14 up towards turn 15, and the McLaren of Boomba puts himself off onto the podium. George Gamer goes for a move into the final turn of 16 on towards lap 10 now. George Gamer on the outside in towards turn 1, and he's got the position. Lemmy losing 2 positions in the space of 3 corners there. Driftmaster Lemmy wasn't very driftmastery as he's lost 2 positions. This is lap 9, I apologise, I got that wrong. But Camilo and Dino Stan still battling hammer and tong behind. But we're going to look at the other Williams and Ferrari of George Gamer. Sorry, not Williams. The other Williams is out. We're going to look at George Gamer and Lemmy battling now. Lemmy's going to go towards the inside. Will he fake to the outside? No, he goes straight towards the inside. George just kind of lets him pass there as he knows it's not his battle and stays behind. Saves a bit of battery. Brakes later than Lemmy, but Lemmy Driftmaster again in towards 6. Now 7 is now going to keep ahead, but the drifting won't help his rear tyres as they'll be absolutely cooking. MJB with the lead now, 1.4 seconds. Gives Nivi no DRS. Boomba does have the DRS as we're going to see another side-by-side. No, he don't. Boomba fakes, goes for the switchback on the inside and the outside. The inside of the exit of turn 9. Nivi with a better traction though and does keep ahead there. So good battling between these two. Top 3 very much want these points. These a very new point system means a point P2 scores 1 extra point and P1 also scores an extra point. So you want to make sure you're getting involved as Driftmaster Racebrower is trying to compete for that nickname and is drifting through turn 14 there. And Boomba has got past Nivi. Nivi boxes. Is Nivi going to change his tyres for hards? I assume so, but making it go to the end here will be difficult. It will be definitely difficult as he's not going to change his front wing. It's just for a new set of tyres and he's going to be looking for an undercut, I'd say. It looks like, though, he's going to come out in traffic of Skull, though, in that Aston Martin. As that he goes over Nivi, who's right underneath him under the bridge, as we are now under the bridge with Nivi. He's going to come out side by side. No, he's not going to be with Skull. It's going to be with 20. Oh, no, it's not. It's between both of them. Nivi comes out between Skull and Ricciardo. So, Nivi in a little bit of traffic. Will the undercut still work? We're going to jump ahead of Nivi to where we can see Camilo and Max Tier going side by side on towards the straight, the first DRS straight. Camilo's got past Max Tier, is now looking ahead, but Max Tier wants that position back and brakes late. He's still got the traction. Camilo goes very late into turn 6, in towards turn 7. He makes a beautiful switch back. Now he's got the traction and DRS and a battery in towards turn 8, that little nink in the second DRS straight, and towards turn 9 they will be going side by side as Maxi has a little bit of an advantage on the outside. We go on board with Camilo, who's on the inside. We've seen this again in Camilo. Oh, very good catch there with a huge tank slapper from Camilo. Gives Max Tier position and Max Tier gets a good advantage, but up ahead MJB and the front 3 all box, but MJB gets a 3-second time penalty for warnings, and Jens also gets a 3-second time penalty for warnings. I think that was all for entering the pit lane. So that's quite interesting. Seeing warnings in the pit lane. We have seen a lot of drivers pit now. Some drivers that haven't pit include George Gamer, Racebrower. Nivi gets a 3-second time penalty as well. Lots of drivers getting 3-second time penalties at the moment. Hobnob, Bubba, Dino Sam, Maxter, Camilo, all haven't pit yet. But MJB is going to come out. I'm going to quickly restart my Xbox party. There we go. MJB is going to come out on P8. But Nivi is right behind him. That 1-lap undercut from Nivi might have actually helped him massively in this race, getting him back into the top one, P15. So he's back in for the win now. But MJB has a very big train ahead of him, but he doesn't have DRS. Will Nivi be looking for the inside move? He'll be smart to, because otherwise MJB will have DRS for the next corner, and he does. Turn 6, he's on the inside. MJB gives him the space, but Nivi thinks better of it. Up ahead, Hobnob and Racebro are going side by side. No, they're not. Hobnob's made the position before turn 9, so good racing from these two on their worn tyres. MJB now with the DRS of that traffic ahead of him. And Bubba and Dino Stan battling again. We've seen them battling since that one, and they're still battling. As Max looks towards the inside of Bubba, who's got wing damage. Bubba does have wing damage in that V-carb, so he's battling on quite hard. Because that car is not going to be very stable for Sector 3. As Lemmy, he gets a 3-second time penalty. So a lot of our top runners getting 3-second time penalties. There's a yellow flag. That's in Sector 3, I believe. I think that's one of the cars in the mid-pack. Yes, it is. I'm not sure who. I think it's Camilo maybe hitting the wall, holding up Boomba. So Boomba's falling behind, and he was ahead of, I believe, Nivi before he pit. So this undercut has worked absolute scenes for Nivi here. He's going to be very happy. And a lot of crashes. She does a little bit of a Nicholas Latifi, and it brings out the virtual safety car. If this stays out for a lot longer, people like George Gamer and Camilo, Skull, who jumps in the pit lane, are going to have a huge advantage. There's a lot of drivers in the moment who have pit. So, a lot of drivers pitting in under the virtual safety car have closed up to this top battle, which was a space by about 13 seconds, is now spaced by about a second and a half. So, this race has gone from a big gap between the top fight and the middle fight to not being a middle fight, as the middle fight is now part of the top fight. So this is exciting now. We always see excitement in CLR, and my voice is already going, which normally means excitement is happening as Humph jumps in the pit lane, changes his front wing. Why are all our pit crew jumping in front of the camera today? They want to be the key part of this CLR stream at the moment. But we are getting back underway as I've been tagged. I'm just going to double check it's not anyone struggling at the moment. It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. So we're going to keep on going. As George Gamer, though, is going to get a free pit stop. Currently 16 seconds ahead of MJB. This pit stop is about 13 seconds with a virtual safety car, I believe. 21 seconds with green flag running. So George Gamer is going to get an absolute huge advantage. He's going to be absolutely chuffed in this Williams car. Is we going to be a Williams pit crew jumping in front of the camera? Doesn't look like it, as they have respect for the CLR stream. But will George Gamer come out ahead? We will see, as Maxted doesn't... Oh, he does pit. Maxted does pit. And Camilo gets a speeding penalty. But just like George Gamer is going to come out just behind Nivi. We're watching on board. No, we're not. We're watching off board. I want to watch on boards. We are watching on board. And he has, by about 2 tenths, George Gamer has come out behind Nivi. And oh, we've got a safety car. We have got a safety car. I was blissfully unaware of this. We've got full course caution safety car. So we're going to see this pack really close up now. So George Gamer getting a huge advantage under the safety car. Camilo, Maxed it, who's going to have to go from mediums from here to the end, who started on hards, have all got an advantage, including Psycho Lemmy. Boxed again. I think that's his second time in the pit lane. It is Lemmy, the first driver to try and attempt a two-stop, going on to mediums. So we've got 2 drivers on the mediums, Max Tier and Lemmy. They'll be very quick off the start, as we saw at the start of this race. These mediums were rapid and the hards were quite slow. They took time to get going. But near the end of the race, they will fall off massively, as we saw Max Tier quite quick towards the end of his stint. Humph, he'll be grinning away in that lovely Mercedes, that nice silver arrow, as he's back in this race now with this safety car. He's having to properly push these tyres quite hard to catch back up, but he is back in this race and he'll be caught up. I'm going to put a quick advert on for the viewers just to make sure you don't get one through this second part of the race, because I don't want you to miss out. But I'm going to have a quick sip of water whilst the advert goes. Oh, there we go. And we are going to get back on to talking about this race. We are lap 13 of 29, not even halfway through this race yet, and we have seen one of the best races in CLR. I think I said that last week, but I think it's been beaten. I'm sorry, Brazil, but this race has been beaten once again. Was it Brazil? Am I right? I don't think I'm right. I don't think Brazil was last race, and I was there. Let's have a double check. Where were we last week? I need to double check. We are going to double check. 2 seconds. We were Austria. That is correct. Friday tier was the one that was in Brazil, actually. So I was the one that raced in Brazil. Not these boys. Some of the boys did. Some of them did. We have got some drivers that do Thursday and Friday. Thank you to Tabaro in chat for following CLR. Greatly appreciated. That was up for 64 followers. So greatly appreciated for the follow. We thank you for that. I'm glad you're in chat at the moment. If you want to watch on, we have got a very exciting race about to unfold. We have been seeing in battles since lap 1. That turn 1, lap 1, we've been seeing battles, and you're up to lap 14 with a safety car. So it's going to be a sprint to the end, and or leaving the session. The reason the safety car came out, so the person that caused the safety car is now out. She says that a pit crew didn't change our front wing, and we did see that Kick Sauber not having a front wing, so that does explain why she had a bit of a Nicholas Latifi move accident. As Max Tier has somehow overtaken Camilo under the safety car. Is he going to let him back past? Doesn't look like it. So Camilo must have made a mistake that has caused Max Tier to get past. So that's interesting. We're going to quickly jump to have a quick look at the penalties as the safety car is coming in this lap. At the moment, MJB and Nivi with 3 seconds, which puts George currently provisionally P1, so he'll be very happy with that. Boomba with a 10-second time penalty, and Max is going to get another position for overtaking there. He's making moves under the safety. He's made more moves under the safety car than he has on the actual race there. I'm only joking. But Jen's also a 3 seconds. Skull and Psycho Lemmy. Camilo with 3 seconds, but he's also got, excuse me, a 10-second as well. And so is Baba now for ignoring yellow flags. Very weird penalties happening here. We might see some FIA interactions after this race. But right now, we're watching that Aston Martin being followed closely by the Haas get this race started for the second time. So, safety car is in the pit lane. It's up to you now, MJB. When do you want to get going? You have 16 eager drivers watching behind you. And it looks like he is going to get going quite late as we're heading towards turn 16 and he's away. MJB is away and the rest of the pack follow. Here comes Nivi. George Gamer with a very good start. Caught Nivi lacking a little bit there. Will George look towards the inside? Doesn't look like it. It looks quite clear across the field that they're all going to stay quite calm and collected. Very good to see. But no, we won't just see calm and collected because Ricciardo has just been overtaken by Psycho Lemmy. The man who started P2 down in P14 has had a second pit stop onto the mediums. So he'll be looking to cut his way through the field. Skull getting past Camilo on the outside of the hairpin. Very good move he makes this stick. As he goes around the outside, gets pushed wide, but it looks like Camilo might be done by Skull. No DRS yet, obviously, as it's the first lap underway after the safety car as they're weaving down the straight here. All trying to get that slipstream. Will Skull look to the inside? No, he doesn't. He thinks better of it. I don't want it on position change. Oh, I do. Do I want a position change? No, I don't. I do not want it on position change. I want it on a none as Paddy Power is the next to go past by Lemmy. But he's not because Lemmy makes a mistake. And Lemmy has gone from P13 all the way down to nearly P17 as he's going hammering Tong with a furious Appy in that lovely Red Bull. Christian Horner must be squinting at the moment as Lemmy is right on the back of his driver going hammering Tong, but it does look like Furious Appy stays ahead for now. Up the field, we haven't seen much change. It's the back pack that are going absolutely hammering Tong at the moment. So, Furious Appy for a 3 second time penalty, and that does let Lemmy ahead. So Lemmy is ahead of Furious Appy. Lemmy will be looking to get back through positions he's just lost. Towards the front. DRS will be activated, but Lemmy's boxed. Lemmy into the pit lane in the Ferrari. Does that mean he's got wing damage? He'll be on a free stop now. And it does. You can see the front wing being brought out by the pit crew there. So Lemmy having to box for a new tyre of hards and a new front wing, so he will not be happy. But we're going to look towards the front. There is now DRS. Nivi will have said DRS. He will have all the battery that he wants to desire and use as he's going to be looking towards of turn 6. Is he going to make it for the turn 6? It looks like it. No. He shifts early and gets very early on the brakes and stays nicely behind his MJB. Is now up to 6 seconds worth of time penalties. Down in the middle of the pack, Max has just got past Baba. No, he hasn't. He's letting back past. I'm assuming that was off track. He'll be looking to get past it again on towards the second DRS straight for turn 9. And Nivi does stay behind. Nivi is playing the game very carefully here, sticking nicely behind MJB. Is that a plan he's going to try and do for the rest of the race? We will see. We will see. But for now, he is still going to stay behind his Max Tier. Looks like he's been done by Camilo, and Bubba, who was just fighting Max Tier, is falling right behind as Humph looks for a move on the inside of turn 13, now in towards turn 14. That was a very audacious move. He does stay behind 4 now though. A lot of battles. A set race bro makes fastest lap of the race so far, and Bubba jumps into the pit lane, so maybe he got damage off of Max Tier. We will see later on after this race as he gets a 10-second time penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane. So unlucky for Bubba, his race has gone from pretty good to quite bad now, so he is not going to be happy. But he'll put enough fresh tyres on and try and hope for another safety car, which still says is out at the moment, but I can assure you it is not. Nivi, is he going to be looking for the move? We thought he would the lap before. Is he going to do it now? Towards the inside turn 6, he does look. He does go for the move on turn 6. Bubba does retire as they're going side by side. The front 2 in turn 7. Very good battling. George Gamer's now looking for a move as Nivi's on the inside of turn 8. That little kink once again. MJB's been passed by Nivi. Blocks off George Gamer and his contact. George has been touched by MJB. Not like that, but he has been touched by MJB, and that's very, very annoying for George. But he's going to continue and look for a move through turn 9. He goes to the outside or through turn 10. Now through in towards turn that is 12 there. MJB late in the brakes and keeps it ahead. Well done from MJB. Good racing. That has brought the drivers behind, the 2 McLarens, Racebra and Jens into it as Humph gets a 3-second time penalty there. But a lot of drivers back into this front fight. Nibby will be looking in his rear view mirror going, why is there so many of them at the moment? With MJB eagerly staring behind him. Dino Stan, he's going to be trying to catch up to this. A very hard fighting train ahead, setting a very good consistent lap times. The 2 Mercedes boys, Humph and Paddy Power, trying to be catching up to catch up to the final points. So P12 is where you can get points in this race, and this is where the Mercedes will be looking to get just some scrapes and little pieces. That's what they want. We have Neon in chat. George has been whopped by MJB. Sorry, you're just tuning in. No worries. Oh, Furious Happy has retired. That looks like on the exit of the pit lane and causes a second safety car. So, will we see anyone boxing? We might see people boxing. We've got a second safety car here in CLR. Neon is just joining in chat as George has just been whopped by MJB. I know. It came out wrong. I apologise, Neon. I apologise. But second safety car in this race just after the first one. This is going to bring Lemmy right into contention now. Lemmy is going to be straight back in. He's 31 seconds off the pace. He's not off the pace. Off the train. But he'll soon to be only tenths off of the train. We're going to run another 30-minute advert, as I don't want you guys to miss the final 10 laps after this safety car restart. As Camille gets a 3-second time penalty under the safety car, so he won't be happy with that. But we're going to see if anyone pits. Does MJB pit? No. Does Nivi pit? Oh, MJB does pit. Nivi being the only one that doesn't pit. George gets a penalty. Boomba doesn't pit, so he's going for track position. But everyone else looks like they're pitting. No, 20. So Ricciardo going for track position. He'll be up to P3. Does anyone else pit? Yeah, looks like it. Everyone else is pit. So, oh no, Humph doesn't pit. So, Nivi stayed out in P1 and he keeps P1. Boomba's jumped up a huge amount of positions as he nearly goes in the back of Nivi there. But Boomba's right behind Nivi. 20, Ricciardo in the V-carb doesn't pit. And same for Humph. So Humph's gone from last to P4, but he's on used hards. How used are those hards? We will find out now. They are 7 laps old. But with the safety car, he will have George Gamer on those very fresh medium compounder tyres. 10 laps on a medium compounder tyre will take you to the end, 100%. So these drivers that are pit from P5 down to P15 will be very much looking for a very good point scrum position. The top 4 are going to have to fight so hard to keep their position and keep their track position. But for now, we are going to settle down quite calm. It's calming down. We're settling. We're taking a breather. I'm taking a little bit of a breather because my voice is definitely going now as Humph has some internet trouble and has gone from P4 to P7 as it looks like he's going to try and make some positions back up. No. Oh, so Humph's lost 3 positions. That's a bit weird. I think he's lagged a little bit and has just dropped back massively. So he's going to be a bit annoyed there, losing that many positions, because he was currently in P4 and now down to P7, and he's got a lot of quick medium compounder tyres ahead of him, and behind him as well. So I'm not sure what happened to him there. As we are still going to do one more lap on towards lap 20 is when the safety car will come in, as we got to wait for Psycho Lemmy, who's miles away still, to catch back up. So as the safety car goes really slow to wait for Lemmy to catch back up, George gets past 20, and then 20 gets back past. There's a lot of overtaking on the safety car happening today. I'm not sure what's going on with our drivers, but they are fighting under the safety car. There's a lot of action going on. I just don't expect it to be under the safety car as well. But we are seeing the safety car out for one more lap, and Lemmy pit as well. Well, Lemmy has pit, so that gap that he was currently trying to close He's now going to change his front wing once again and put on a fresh set of tyres. He's going to run out of front wings of this Ferrari pit crew at the moment because he has changed. And there's another position change of Hump trying to get past your boy Hobnob. I think there's Hump trying to get back to P4. He's probably very annoyed that he's lost those positions and wants it back. So yeah, he'll be a bit frustrated. Will that mean he'll be quicker? You know, frustration can sometimes make you quite quick, but it can also make you quite aggressive. So he's got to play his cards right, as we are seeing every driver down to P14 weaving like absolute crazy. That is a sight to see. 14 cars just weaving down the straight. That was absolutely beautiful. That needs to be on a TikTok as soon as, because that was absolutely stunning. I love seeing a Formula 1 car. Formula 1 cars are an absolute beauty thing to see. As we're going to see it again, another 14 cars just weaving away, just wiggling around. So they're shaking their little tushes, you know, shaking their tushes to the cars behind, going, I've got this under the bag. There's no point in you abandoning me because I'm going forwards, not backwards. Although one driver would have to go backwards for one driver to go forwards. For now, we're heading towards turn 10 of the safety car, as it is in this lap. Psycho Lemmy is here. He comes up right at the end and says, don't forget about me, boys. The two Scarlet Red Ferraris hunting down from the back of the pack. Looking towards the front, but with 9 laps left, they probably haven't got too much of a chance, but they will definitely want to do as well as they can fighting for the wooden spoon. Nivi this time will take us away under the safety car restart. He has got 14 drivers eagerly watching him behind. Will he go through turn 15? Doesn't look like it. No, he has. Nivi is gone, and he has Boomba right behind him. Very well done from Boomba, keeping with that spacing as tight as he can towards Nivi in the Haas. But Nivi will be absolutely rocketing shipping. That's now a word. Away from Boomba. Boomba will also be rocketing shipping towards Nivi, because they need to fight and pull away of the medium compound runners like George, who is currently net P1. So I'll quickly show you the tyres as George takes the inside of 20, Ricciardo in the V-carb, and also so does MJB. Very close racing, tyre banging, as we see all 15 drivers on this one straight. Very close. MJB past 20. We see your boy Homnov from far back also getting past 20 in the V-carb. You can see those hards. Very lack of grip. As Jens Jordan Hall also looks for a move. But we want to look towards George Gamer, who's looking towards the front two, licking his lips, going, I have got this in the bag. He can't get too confident though, because he still has to get past two very quick drivers. As Psycho Lemmy, there's position change between the two Ferraris. Drift Master Camilo catching it for the 3rd time this race. That's what I've caught on stream. Very impressive for Camilo, keeping that on the track. He'll be happy about that, I think. You know, that's pride that he's managed to catch that, because that was a very big drift. As DRS is now enabled, we have got 7 hard laps left of racing. Psycho Lemmy showing his intent with a fastest lap, as MJB is also showing his intent right on the back of George Gamer, who makes a little bit of a tank step through turn 1. We're now heading towards turn 5, in towards the hairpin of turn 6. These two hard runners of Nivi and Boomba are actually doing pretty well, keeping ahead of the medium compounds. Jens is also struggling to get past 20. I think he'll make a move here, as his teammate is in P11 at the moment. Boomba is heading towards the inside of turn 6 and the hell towards the chicane. Has he got it done? He has got it done. So Nivi's down to P2. He's now got the eagle eyes of MJB, who's got past George Gamer right behind him. But George Gamer goes, nah, I want this move. And we might see a free wide between the Haas, Aston and Williams in a minute, as they are going to start to fight. And George looks towards the outside of MJB, thinks better of it and stays behind. All the drivers, top 4, stays the same through that DRS straight. Moving back through the pack, no action at the moment, but they're all very close. Camilo drifting away at the back, just doing a little bit of rally driving, as everyone else is battling very hard. We're on towards lap 23 now, as we're coming in towards the penultimate of 22. Not penultimate, the end of 22. Psycho Lemmy getting past Paddy Power, 1 position away from a point scoring position. We're going to go back to the front. Jens Jordan Hall showing his intent with the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, but we want to look at MJB, who is on the back of Nivi, but Nivi is on the back of Boomba at the moment. So, will MJB make a move here? He's going to look towards the inside of turn 5, in towards the hairpin. Stays behind. Camellia retires in the pit lane, so that's fine for Abai and me. But we're looking at MJB. He is looking for a move on Nivi. Nivi, he's looking for a move on Boomba. George, he's looking for a move on MJB. So what's going to happen? Nivi goes towards the inside of Boomba. Will he make it stick? It looks like it. Boomba's going to get done by MJB as MJB goes very late on the break on the inside of Nivi. Nivi provides the space. Doesn't have to because he was ahead, and MJB is ahead of both drivers. Will MJB get the DRS? No, he does not. It is crucial that Nivi gets back past MJB here. Why is MJB will 100% pull away. And Nivi to the outside. What do you make a see if George Game is getting done by your boy Hobnob, but Nivi can't get past MJB, which means MJB has a job to pull away from these hard compound runners. George Gamer has been done by your boy Hobnob, so your boy Hobnob, will there be team orders to switch the McLarens? We will see. Max Tier getting a 3 second time penalty, sorry. That might be a second one, I believe, as well. No, it's his first one, as we will quickly have a look at the penalties as well. So there it is on the left side of your screen. That's the penalties. So at the moment, Nivi is in position for a win. Actually, no, sorry, Hobnob is in the position for a win if we count in the penalties, as the drivers ahead of him have quite substantial penalties. And I think George Gamer is also in for a P2 if we look at Wars penalty. No, sorry, P3. Nivi's in for P2 at the moment with penalties, but anything can change. If Hobnob gets a penalty, Nivi's on for a P1. But for now, MJB has a job to do to pull away from Nivi, but he hasn't. Nivi has the DRS. Will Nivi be able to get the DRS for the second straight? He doesn't at the moment, but after this straight, he definitely will. Nivi needs to try and keep the DRS, but MJB needs to get out of this DRS and then a 3 second space to try and keep this net P1 that he doesn't have at the moment, because at the moment net is going to be your boy Hobnob. So the CLR Friday race winner, I believe, is going to bring the dominance in to Thursday tier, as we can see Dino Sanders set race bra going hammer and tong. Dino Sand gets a 3 second time penalty there as he goes right on the inside turn 9. Psycho Lemmy, the man with the intent, is up to P9 now. Paddy Power and Skull at the back of the pack, battling hard as well. So there's fights all across the field right now, so it's very, very close. Nivi is still in that DRS of MJB, which is very impressive from the hard compound runner. We're going to quickly go back to the tyres so you can see what tyres everyone's on. Ricciardo and the V-Carb, the only one that was in the top 3 that stayed out on hards, has actually fallen behind, so he's not going to be very happy. But right now, we have got the fight for P1 still on the cards, but we have other people involved all the way down to P8. There is DRS. So, will we see any of these drivers going for the win? It's possible, especially with these two on hards, but they're so quick. The medium compound runners aren't being able to pull that gap that they well and truly need. We will see, won't we, as Nivi is actually closing on the Aston Martin at the moment. Into turns 6 and 7, Nivi makes a little bit of a stake, a little bit of a tank slapper. That has given MJB a bit more of a comfort space. Still doesn't have a DRS gap, but he does have a bit more comfort. George Gamer, maybe looking for a move on your boy Hobnob? Maybe not. No, he does stay behind. So, all our drivers playing the game very, very cautious at the moment. But your boy Hobnob goes very wide. George Gamer, does he look for a move? Doesn't look like it, and he stays behind. So yeah, as I was saying, our drivers being very, very cautious at the moment as we go back to the helicopter cam. As we look over the CLR, Great Dane, and Psycho Lemmy with another 3 second time penalty. That will be quite annoying for the end of his race, as he's going to make up quite a lot of positions, I would say. But penalties will chuck him back down again. As Jens still on the helicopter cam, we can see Race Brower right behind Jens. Jens covers it off very nicely. Race Brower right behind Jens and doesn't get the position done. Race Brower does have wing damage. I'm not sure where it's come from, but he does have wing damage, and that will probably affect him when he's trying to get past the Great Dane of Jen Jordan Hall. At the front of the pack, MJB has pulled over a 1 second lead. Nivi is now going to be in the clutches of a Boomba. Will Boomba look for a move? Will we see this happening now? Possibly, but he doesn't have his teammate behind him anymore, because George Gamer's now flown past to boy Hobnob, but he won't have DRS, as so Hobnob will be looking for a second move. But down in the middle of the pack, Race Brower has made a move on Jens on the inside of turn 7 here. One that going through a little bit of contact. I mean, it doesn't matter because Race Brower's already lost that end plate. that has also ended up Jen's losing that end plate. So it's now equal playing field with the end plate damage. Jen's looking to remove on the inside of turn 9. Was very late, very brave. Just within the rules of racing, I'd say there, as it has gotten back past Race Thrower. The Haas driver of Dino Stan looking right up their gearboxes, going, I want these two out of my way, because they are holding me up massively. 20 with a 3-second time penalty down at the back of the pack. But that was some good racing. I think Jens is pushing his car right on the limits of legal racing there. It was very, very on the limits. Who we got else battling? We have George Gamer trying to close up on the likes of Boomba and Nivi. With these drivers all matching, well, Nivi and George Gamer matching on penalties, George has to beat Nivi for the correct position that he needs. Will we see him closing? I'm not sure, because I think your boy Hobnob is going to battle George Gamer here, because he wants that position just as much. That's Dino Stan, I did say earlier on, and he's doing it now. He's getting past the likes of Race Brower, and he's already looking at the likes of Jens. As we're going down this CRS straight, burning all he's got, all the DRS he's got, and he looks towards the inside of turn 6. He's going to go for the move. Brakes late, very good move there. We're going to go towards Jens now, on towards turn 7. Gets pushed wide a little bit. Very good move at the moment, hardcore racing. That looks like Jens will be the one with DRS. No, neither of them with DRS. The one that does have DRS, Psycho Lemmy, for a double overtake past Jens and Dino Stan. He's also done Race Brower, so triple overtake there by Psycho Lemmy. The Drift Master up to P6. He was down in P14. He is absolutely flying in that Ferrari. Absolutely rocket shipping up through the field. We have Max here battling 20 on those extremely worn hard tyres, as the Alpines are now right next to each other on the track with a 9-10 spacing. These two drivers are going to be looking for extra points next race. At the moment, we're going on to penultimate lap, so this could be very crucial for the Alpine drivers down in P9 and 10. Obviously, it's a wooden spoon, but these points will still count towards the end of the season, so each point counts. At the moment, MJB needs another 8 attempts to get this net P1, and because at the moment Nivi still has it, but 3-second spacing needs to be between them. It could be close. We are not racing on track, but racing with penalties, it's going to be close towards the end of this race. Nivi has 6 attempts to fight against, but Boomba is right behind him. 10 seconds worth of penalties. That's going to throw him down the field after this race. We can also see Paddy Power and Skull going side by side as well through turn 6 and 7. Good fighting from these two. We've seen a lot of fights between these two, especially Skull and Paddy Power this weekend. Nivi is losing a lot of time now, so we are seeing the fights, but Dino Stan battling Lemmy in the end of the middle of the pack. Oh, it's close. Very, very close. Lemmy getting a little bit of wheel bang, and he drifts through the likes of turn 15. That's not turn 15, that's turn 11. Good fighting here. Good fighting. Just on the limits of racing once again. But Dino Stan, even though he'll win on penalties, he wants to win on track, as we are now heading into the final lap. And on track, MJB is looking for a second win. And even on penalties, he's looking for a second win. What, 2 in a row? This is absolute domination at the start of the season by the Aston Martin driver. His teammate down in P13, MJB, absolutely carrying, but Skull obviously wasn't here last week. So, will we see Skull popping up next weekend? We will see. But for now, all eyes are on the man from the Netherlands. He won last weekend. Will he win again? They are eagerly, and the special eyes of Nivi, they are even more eagerly looking in, as he is going to be getting done by Boomba. So Boomba's got past on track, and George has been done by your boy Hobnob on track. So all the positions happening towards the end, and that's Psycho Lemmy, Set Race Brower and Dino Stan going side by side. That is 3 wide, so side by side. Race Brower makes a mistake in towards turn 7 and gets done by Jens Jordan Hall. So damage Jens up to P8. Max here is going to be on the back of Race Brower, but we're going to go and look at Dino Stan, who goes to the outside of Psycho Lemmy in towards turn 9. This is the penultimate lap, very close racing. Dino Stan gets past. Lemmy sticks his nose back in the inside, side by side towards turn 10 and now turn 11. Lemmy still on the outside. He gets pushed by Dino Stan. Goes to the inside for the switchback. Hardcore racing. In the limits though, Lemmy and Dino Stan on the final lap are still going to go side by side, but we need to go towards look at MJB, because MJB comes across the line as your round 2 race winner, but he crashes on purpose, which I believe is a disqualification. So MJB, who has, your boy Hobnob has won the race on penalties, but MJB, chances are, will be disqualified from this race for crashing on purpose across the line. So, looking around after that, we're going to put the gap to the leader. That means Nivi will be P2, George will be on the podium. It will then be Set Racebright, Dino Stan, Jens, Boomba, Max Deer, Paddy Power, 20, Psycho Lemmy, Skull and Humph. If that stands, MJB will be P2. That will be given to the head FIA member to review, but as I'm aware, if you crash over the line, it will stand as a disqualification at the end of a race, according to CLR rules. We will see after this race. It will all be reviewed as your boy Hobnob wins the race with his cape on the back, the British man on the top step of the podium. Very negative end of this race as MJB, we thought would win this race, is possibly gone down to a disqualification, but at the moment he is celebrating on the podium as the FIA haven't had time to discuss. But your top three without after FIA review is your boy Hobnob, second place MJB, and then in third place is Nivi. So quite a competitive race, hardcore racing all the way through. Jens up there in P7. If I had to give a driver of the day today, who would I give it to? Who would I give driver of the day to today? As I'm quickly going to put the results on the Discord. There we go. And then this one as well. I would give a driver of the day. I would give it to Hobnob. If I had to choose, I would give it to Hobnob. He doesn't get any penalties throughout this race. None at all. And he goes from P8 to P1. Very impressive race from your boy Hobnob in the McLaren. So he'll be very happy. I think last race he did pretty well as well, but it wasn't as good as this race was today. So your boy Hobnob doing a very good race, and it would be my driver of the day today. But that has brought round 2 of a Thursday tier to an end on tonight's race. So thank you all very much for coming and enjoying. Thank you for the extra follower we gained today. I'm going to go rest my voice before tomorrow's race, which will be CLR Friday, as Humph. Thank you, Humph, for following in the Twitch. I apologise, in the Twitch. So thank you, Humph, for following. As a second follower in today's stream. So we will see you with George Gamer and possibly Max Tierce or MJB tomorrow's race for Friday tier, and that will be at Hungary in the European track. So a little bit of flyover from Abu Dhabi to Hungary, as CLR will see you tomorrow night. So thank you very much for tuning in tonight, and we will see you tomorrow.